Hey guys, I hope that you are well. Well, you will not believe this, but my account was cleaned out. Cleaned out. I checked it yesterday, cleaned out, and I'm going to tell you about it. But before I get into that, I want to tell you what happened about 5, 6 weeks ago. After the stimulus bill was signed, and everything went through okay, I kept feeling like I needed to go into prayer and ask God what to do with my money. Like, whatever I had, where to put it, where to keep it, if I needed to move it. And this applies to anyone, no matter if you have $7 in your bank account or $700 million in your bank account. But I was just trying to figure out, I was like, okay, the reason I was doing that is because the implications of the stimulus, right? And we already know what's going on economically on certain levels, it's obvious. But if the government has this $1 trillion bill that was passed or whatnot, and we already know that the U.S. is in so much debt. It's like, you don't have to be a nuclear physicist or have a PhD in statistics to understand, or economics to understand that it's going to impact our economy even greater. Where is that money going to come from? How is it going to impact the value of the dollar? All of these different things. I am really happy that the bill did go through. I think that it is really going to be a good thing to help the people of America. But again, there are going to be some things that are tucked in there that are going to impact us and affect us. I don't want to be fear-based. I don't believe that that's of the Lord. But when it started to just really kind of keep coming up in me or whatnot, I knew, I was like, you need to pray. You need to pray to see what the Lord wants you to do. And then 2.5, 3 weeks ago, I started getting several things in my feed about the economy, about finances. And I'm not talking about the typical stuff. I'm talking about things that I have never seen before personally on YouTube, about how the ultra wealthy, people who have hundreds of millions of dollars, people who have 4 or 5, 7, 800 million dollars, how they were reaching out to the financial advisors that were doing these YouTubes and trying to figure out how to protect their money, where to move their money, how to get it out of the banking system, how to transition the money, what the best thing was, and all this stuff. So I was like, okay, God, I know that that's you. And so again, I was like, I'm going to have to pray. I put it off. So I checked my account, one of my accounts, and this is not a banking account. This is not an investment account. It was completely wiped. Completely. Now, thank God. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. When I got this first inkling about 5, 6 weeks ago, I moved some of the money in there. And so I had less than $100 in that account or whatnot, just because I had moved the bulk of the money or whatnot. But even still, it's my money, right? It was completely wiped. And what happened with this account, when I went in, not yesterday, but about 2 or 3 days ago, they asked me to update my, how they do the password thing or whatever, update your password, redo it, we'll send you an email, all this stuff. So it made me essentially reset my account. And before I reset it, everything in there looked fine. After I reset it, everything in there was gone. I mean, to the point where even my personal information, which is linked to my email account, which is linked to my password, all of that stuff that you need to set up an account, gone, wiped. And so why am I saying this? I'm saying this because You need to know where to put your money. And as soon as I saw that that was wiped, I was like, see, I kept procrastinating, praying about what to do with my money. I kept procrastinating. But I thank God that I immediately, several weeks ago, took the bulk of it out of that particular account and only left like, I think it was like $65 or $75 or something like that in there. But even still, that makes me wonder. Listen, there are so many things that are in that $1 trillion bill that the general public does not know about. Little caveats, little things that are going to impact the general population that it's not widely being talked about, because the main things in that stimulus bill that are being talked about are the infrastructure and how to, build America and how to do all this other stuff that can actually put money in the pockets of Americans. But the government is the government. Let's just be clear. It doesn't matter what side you're on. I'm not into the whole hype, and I'm not into all of the conspiracy theories and all that other stuff. I don't need to know about any conspiracy theories. I just need to know about what God wants me to do. I don't get wrapped up in all of that stuff. Now, some of it might be true. Some of it might not be true. That's well and good. But I just don't follow down somebody's conspiracy theory because they say that they're a prophet or a Christian or whatever. I just need to know what God wants me to do with my money. And so that's why I'm telling you, if you see the signs on the wall like I do, and of course, with this most recent thing that happened to me, I'm definitely going to be spending some time in prayer. And, everybody's situation is different. Don't try to project yourself onto somebody else, because it depends how their finances are, what their money is, where they have their money, and again, whether or not you have 5 cents or $500 million, you need to know what to do to hold on to your money. And so I can't use my faith to tell somebody what to do with their money. Their banking system is different. Their investments might be different. Their retirement different. All of these implications. And so I just need to hear what God has for me. And so I am encouraging you to just not only keep your eyes and ears open, but ask the Lord to show you things. Ask the Lord to, even if it's real light, like I was getting initially, just like little checks in my spirit or whatever. Pay attention to those checks. If he wants you to move your money from here to there, if he wants you to do whatever, just do it. I'm so glad that initial check that I had with, the largest amount that I had in that specific account, that I transitioned it over, because now to try to do all of the research, to try to contact and call and get on the phone and all that other stuff, I'm like, who wants to deal with all of that? I'm just saying that there are going to be some things that are not going to be as sound in the fabric of the American financial system that we have seen in the past. We know what happened in Greece. We know what happened in Venezuela. We know what happened in other countries when they had, types of financial collapses and crises or whatever. And so just make sure you put your money where the Lord would want you to put your money, and that your money is where it should be, and to stay protected. Anyway, I just wanted to share what happened to me, so you can just, be tuned in, have your ears on to the Lord, ask him about it, just spend some time waiting on him, and keep your spirit open to whatever checks he gives you about transitioning your money to a new place, or whatever it might be. Please give this video a thumbs up. Give me your comments. If there is anything that would be helpful for me or other people, please share it in the comments. Be well, be safe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.